So what are the overarching themes, energies, circumstances coming up for Gemini in October 2025, please? Higher self. I literally just got it, okay? You're ready to be seen, Gemini, as you really are, okay? So if you feel like you had to hide, okay, who you really are, or dim your light, or shy away, or stay away from like the public or the public eye, don't. You really don't, okay? It's safe to be you in all your essence, in all your glory, in all your lights, okay? So you may shock people, okay, just by showing up as you really are. So people may have thought that you were one way because of the way you betrayed yourself, right? Or because of the certain aspects of your being, your character that you kept hidden. So there may be things that you're starting to present or allowing to be seen that's going to shock people because they had no idea that that's how you were, or that's how you operate, or that's how you move, or that's what you're invested in. You know what I mean? So there may be some fundamental aspects of your being, your character, that are being displayed, right? Or will be displayed in the month of October that people had no idea existed. That they had no idea that these were facets of yours, right? Facets of your being. So you're going to shock people, put it that way, okay? But in a positive way. Yeah, so I definitely think people's perception of you is going to change significantly because they had no idea that you were as complex as you actually are, okay? Because they only saw one side of your character. They didn't see the full scope of who you are, right? Yeah, well, they're about to get a glimpse, that's for sure, okay? It's not to say that you're putting everything on the table. No, obviously there's certain things that are private and personal to you. But I just mean like in terms of you, your character, your essence, your energy, your light. Yeah, there's going to be some parts of that become very visible, okay? So there's definitely some sides to you that people are going to see for the very first time. Wow. Okay. Because more than anything, Gemini, you feel like it's safe to be you now. You feel like it's safe to show these core aspects of your being. So you're not afraid anymore. Maybe you're afraid of ridicule, of being attacked, or of being not taken seriously, or people not believing you, that this is you, this is how you are. But you won't have to worry about that, I'm telling you. All right, tell me more about this energy for Gemini placements then. Tell me more about this for Gemini. For Gemini placements. 2 wands in reverse. Yeah. For you, it's not about proving anything to anyone, though. It's not about proving anything. It's just about coming home to yourself. That's literally it. Right? Like, that's literally it. It's not even about other people. Yes, it's going to impact people, but it's not even about that. You know, I don't think you really care so much about how you're perceived. It's more about being true to yourself and moving in the way that you feel like it's indicative of who you are, especially on a core level, right? So that makes a lot of sense. Tell me more about this energy for Gemini. 4 of Cups. Yeah. Because you're realizing that, you know, dimming your light, you know, and hiding away doesn't make you happy. It doesn't, because you're not allowing yourself to be your fullest expression of self. You're not allowing yourself to just be. You're always presenting a filtered, sort of diluted version of yourself, right? Rather than letting yourself just be in your full glory. And so with that, there's always that sense of holding back, right? Not allowing yourself to engage in the way you want to engage. Not allowing yourself to feel things fully. Express yourself fully, right? To really invest emotionally into things and people to the capacity that you really want to. Because you feel like you're always having to hold back, but not anymore, right? Because you know that feeling makes you feel somewhat empty and desolate, right? Again, feeling like you're sitting on the outskirts. But not anymore. Okay, 8 of Cups in reverse. Not anymore. You just had to be willing to let go of the wall. dismantle it, okay? And just show up as you really are. Yeah, Five of Swords in reverse. This is what I'm saying. And I think it's going to surprise you. Like, wow, I could have done this the whole time. There's no major pushback. There's no negative circumstance that you have to navigate. No one is, you know, out to derail you or unmask you. It's just a case of like, huh, I didn't even know you were interested in that. Oh, I didn't even know you liked that. Oh, I didn't know that's how you were. Oh, you know, it's just more curiosity than anything. So there is nothing negative here for you to be concerned about. If anything, this is actually going to make you a lot happier. Because again, you're not restricting yourself. Exactly, Page of Wands, true expression. Right? You can express yourself from the heart. You can allow your creativity to flow. You can be as wonderful, weird, and interesting as you are, you know? Without feeling like you have to dim it down or filter it or mask it, right? Yeah, you can just be as you are, who you are. Express yourself as you do, right? Yeah, I'm telling you. The Lovers in reverse. Because you're realizing, it's like, you know what? People will love me or hate me regardless, right? It's better to be loved as I really am than for people to love a representative that isn't really me, right? It's better to just be as I really am, express myself as I really want to, do the things I'm really passionate about, right? Communicate in the way that feels right to me. Explore the things I'm interested in, even if other people don't understand it, even if they find it quirky or weird, or, you know, even if people think I've got a weird sense of humor or whatever, you know? Because this is just all forms of expression, right? But there's always going to be someone that gets it, right? But I honestly don't see any major pushback. If anything, I think people are going to be quite shocked and surprised that you are hiding these facets of yourself all of this time, Gemini. Right? Because they've only ever associated you with this, when you're so much more than just that one thing or that one facet, you know? So I'm telling you, yeah, exactly. Six of Swords, right? Again, I don't see anything negative coming from this. If anything, things are going to be easier, right? Because you're not molding yourself to what people think you should be, but you're just being as you really are, right? Having your own opinion, your own thoughts, coming to your own conclusions, finding your own way, your own path, right? Regardless if people get it or not, doesn't matter, right? Rather than just getting a glimpse of something or allowing yourself to just dip your toes in, it's like you can jump with both feet in. So you get to experience and feel the fullness, right, of those situations, of those circumstances, of those connections, right? As opposed to keeping everything and everyone somewhat at an arm's length. Because I feel like for some of you guys, that's what you've been doing for the longest time, whether you realize it or not. But for a lot of you now who resonate with this, that's what you're realizing, that you've been keeping everything and everyone at an arm's length. But you're not doing that anymore. Yeah, the Hierophant. Because, yeah, I feel like you have a lot more about you than people realize. Like, you've got a lot more to share. You're way more knowledgeable about certain things than you come across as, right? Like, you have a lot of knowledge in a particular area. Like, there's so much more to you than people even knew, right? But they're gonna get to see that now. So I honestly feel like, if anything, that's going to massively improve your interpersonal relationships, okay? Because people get to see, like, wow, actually, there's a lot of depth here. Yeah, see? Hidden motivations. Like, oh, Gemini's not surface level, or Gemini's not superficial. Gemini's not only like this. Like, Gemini is actually very deep. They actually care about this, this, and this. They're actually very invested in this, this, and this. They've been doing this, this, and that. So they see there's so much more to your character and your being than what you are allowing people to see. So I hope that does help.